show me all the women who believe that we must end domestic violence. If this was another country and a public figure was seen in a video beating a woman, what would have been the response of your government? Wouldn't the response be to have that person resign with immediate effect? Wouldn't the response be to relinquish that person of their duties? Or would the response be like Nicodemus in the night and screech about the person and the people? I asked that question tonight, Jamaica, because the Labour Party condemned the Labour Party with Babsy condemned the act. Wasn't that what she said? She condemned it and them distance themselves. Them even did and couldn't even sit on the same side. And then they said woman who was beaten, she married her abuser. And now, for all of these people, including the woman, welcoming him back into the JLP ranks, it tells you that these are sets of societal hypocrites. They are societal hypocrites. Would you agree that they're societal hypocrites? Would you agree that they're societal hypocrites? But if some other people did that, you know, if some other people did that, you and I know they would do everything in their powers. Everything in their powers. They would do everything in their powers to shut it down, no sir. But there is a song that says, see the hypocrite them there. See the hypocrite them a galang bad. See the hypocrite them a galang bad. And I am looking for those with selective morality. Let us see what Bradley Avenue says tomorrow. You know, let us see what Bradley Avenue says tomorrow. And as a matter of fact, I hear that the Labour Rights keeping press conference about Swaby and Dayton Campbell tomorrow again. I hear that the Ali Button that has now become senator is hosting press conference about Mayor Swaby, Ali Button, and Dr. Dayton Campbell tomorrow again. Nothing to say, you know, let us move on the interest and talk about the SSL matter. Marlon Morgan and him syndicates don't see. And I want to hear what the journalists them going to ask about George Wright coming back. But I don't expect Bradley Avenue to start and say, oh, it shouldn't be, you know. I expect Bradley Avenue to say, oh, everybody deserves a second chance. That's going to be Bradley Avenue. Let me change to George Davis script from now. Because once we talk it, him now go talk it. I know him that go talk, so let me talk. Let me force him. Let me force him to condemn George Wright tomorrow. because he's going to come and say Pontius Pilate, and him going to come and talk about he that is without sin. Remember me going to the line of argument where I'm going to use tomorrow morning on what's on my mind. Him going to come with what's on my mind and all of them something. So I want to tell George Davis from now, don't use the he that is without sin cast the very first stone. You hear what I said? Do not use it, Georgie Porgy. And if you do, I'm going to come fix your business tomorrow. I'm going to come fix your business tomorrow. If you do. So I am forcing them to condemn it. So, George Davis, let me see if you condemn your namesake tomorrow. You and Mr. Bradley Avenue. Oh, but only can't do that. Remember, so now if you carry a particular script. Hey! You and I know students, them have to carry a particular script. And when all of my students, them today, and which politics meeting them I watch. Normally, all of my students, them reach already, you know. Oh, the program now so hot tonight, so nobody not over here for listen people business. Anyhow, Jamaica. Let us get into what is happening. The Prime Minister got one dead yard. Trelawney. Friday night. Rather than him go look for his wife and spend some quality time with her, he decided to go to dead yard. Listen to the Prime Minister of the dead yard, Jamaica. Just listen to him.
If you fool enough to believe the PNP, God help us.
Question about the area.
God help us. I hear a man come out and he might talk out. Why? You never see the road so bad in all of my life. When I was here, I never see it. I'm in trouble and ruin and love. A senior member in his cabinet come under so much pressure that he stand up on stage and say, all right, Jamaicans, all right, I make you a promise, Jamaica will be more free in 2003.
Respond.
Ball out! Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out from Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody, man or woman.
Jamaica. This was a dead yard. And rather than use the time to console the family and talk about the moments of the person who was deceased, he took a swipe to tell us that if you ever believe the PNP. So I want to ask one question tonight. You lack the emotional intelligence to know time and place. You lack the emotional intelligence to know time and place. Are you that politically disillusioned that you don't know what to say, when to say it, how to say it, and how to do it? You lack the empathy to deal with the people them night business. Are you that desperate for power? Are you that desperate for power? Are you really that desperate for power? Or it's because of the silly season that is ahead of us? You have decided to come out and start talking those gibberish. You come out to talk those gibberish. But then when I look at it, I said to myself, we hear that the economy is contracting. And you come out again to say it's lie. Listen to him again, Jamaica. Listen to him again. Listen to him again.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness rebutting opposition spokesman on finance Julian Robinson's pronouncement in Parliament on Thursday that the country is heading into a recession. Mr. Robinson said his conclusion was based on the projection of the Planning Institute of Jamaica, PIOJ, which believes gross domestic product, GDP, will record a second consecutive quarter of decline for the period ended December last year. At the handing over of a social housing in Manchester on Friday, the Prime Minister addressed the issue.
But sometimes bad government with bad policies can throw economies into a recession. Now, what has caused the last 2 quarters of the economy not to show growth? It's simple. One, we had Hurricane Beryl in July, and that impacted the agricultural sector in a significant way. And what happened after Hurricane Beryl? We had a sustained period of heavy rains, which literally destroyed our road infrastructure.
But he stressed that his administration has implemented sufficient buffers to withstand unexpected shocks to the economy by putting aside money from previous budgets. He says it's the reason why thousands of persons were able to receive relief grants shortly after Hurricane Beryl and Tropical Storm Raphael in 2024. He also pointed to road patching work being done across the island to address some of the worsening infrastructure resulting from the two weather systems.
If there were truly a recession and production fell, one would suggest that businesses would also be closing and unemployment would be rising.
In fact, the Prime Minister says unemployment has been on a steady decline over the past 7 years. And according to him, the economic indicators are not pointing to a recession. He noted that the country will pay $154 billion less for principal debt repayment in the budget for the new fiscal year and $4 billion less in interest repayment on this debt.
The current fiscal year had $317 billion for principal debt repayment, which the new budget, which is presented, would not have that level of debt repayment. In the current budget year, which is coming to a close, we had to make provisions of $182 billion for interest repayment. This year, interest repayments are $177 billion.
Finance Minister Favour Williams will kick off the budget debate in Parliament on March 11, 2025. Krista Campbell, TVJ News.
Defending the budget. But when you think about it, Jamaica, and ask yourselves, how many people believe in what the Prime Minister is saying? How many of you believe what the Prime Minister is saying? How many, not even believe, how many of you can feel it? Because according to him, unemployment is down. Businesses not sending home anyone. The economy contracted because of climate change. Basically, what he's telling you, the economy contracted because of climate change. He said because of the sustained water patterns, the roads were destroyed. But if the roads were being maintained, the roads would have been able to come against the water patterns. but the roads are not maintained, the roads are not developed, the drains are not being cleaned. We have not prepared for hurricanes adequately because majority of the gullies are totally devastated and filled with garbage and debris. So when you say to yourself that, wow, the reality that Andrew Holness is describing is not the reality for at least 95% of Jamaicans. You know how many Jamaicans today were not in a position to eat a proper meal? You know how many Jamaicans today? You know, one time, even on a Sunday, at least families will be able to cook 1 2 meat or 1 3 meat. These days, a lot of families have to. You remember one time, you remember upon a Sunday, mama or grandma would have cook 1 meat or one, no, not 1 meat, mostly like 2 meats. So you'd have cook all pork and chicken, curry goat and chicken, fish and curry goat. When last has families been able to do 2 or 3 meats on a Sunday? And those 2 or 3 meats would have held them, say, Monday, Tuesday, and them cook back a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Wednesday, Thursday. Then them got buy takeout Friday, Saturday, and cook back Sunday. On average, 3 to 4 times most families normally cook in them yard. These days, you know what are the realities, Prime Minister? People, when I go in the market yesterday, I see how people are swamped the dumpling shop. The dumpling shop is the most busiest part of the market. And what the people then buying, Prime Minister? 2 fried dumpling with curry gravy. 2 fried dumpling with curry gravy. Nobody can afford bully beef. Prime Minister, if I go in the ghetto, them when last you go in the ghetto, them have to buy the $50, the $100 fries with the gravy. It's like me telling Jamaica, I don't think him understand, so me have to explain to him. Prime Minister, you know, them have to be buying the donut and the cheese chicks and the bag juice. Right to the people them brain. Prime Minister, you know what I'm talking about? Prime Minister, you know about chicken neck? You know about chicken neck, jerk chicken neck, Prime Minister, $100 worth of chicken neck, $150 worth of chicken back. And them have to chew on that chicken back there. Oh, Prime Minister, you don't know the reality where I face the people them. A lot of them are feeding on starchy food. Or them have to buy the fritters, not even a piece of saltfish in the fritters. Pear flour. Pear flour the people them are eat, Prime Minister. And your tone deaf response. And your tone deaf response is, oh, we're doing well as a country.